Good afternoon to one and all present over here. We are at our day 2 and our article discussion. So today we have for the article discussion Dr. Mayuri Kulkarni. She has more than 15 years of experience. Her expertise is in IoT, ML, AI and blockchain technologies. Welcome ma'am. Now I like to call Dr. Kavita Patil ma'am to please come forward and felicitate her. Thank you, ma'am. The topic for the article discussion for today is improving data transmission through optimizing blockchain trading in cloud IoT-based healthcare applications. The journal in which it was published is Egyptian Informatics Journal in the year 2025. Now, I would like to hand over the session towards Mayuri ma'am.
So why we are actually discussing the article? It is very important question might be in your mind. No, because yesterday we started with that and there are 4 sessions given for it. And in final session it is written over there that MCQ means a day before final session there is a reflection quiz or a reflection journal is there. So actually government is expecting that you should collaborate or you should read some recent work going on in this particular domain. And that's why they are practicing to have the research article discussion in the Atal FDP. And at the last day, it is considered as you will be submitting whatever you are learning here concept. Based upon that, something is going in your mind. So for that, you are going to write down some your ideas, and that ideas you have to submit. Okay. So before starting for my discussion, I will show you what exactly you have to do during this particular period. Basically, this is what the format they have given for the article summary, where you are going to write down article title, whichever the article you are going to be read. Just like the literature survey what we do for general writing a paper. But why we are focusing on this? Because we are expecting that whatever the recent work is going on, for that the government is planning to have something contribution from you people also. Okay? Do you know that why these practices are going on? Anybody have any guess? Okay, we will leave for the today's session, today's scenario. But do you know that which is our first journal paper published by Indian researcher? Is anybody knowing about it? If you will Google, you will come to know that there is no as such record present. But if you will observe that Sir C.V. Raman, there you will come up with the idea that he published his first paper in 1926-27 scenario. Means this is what the scenario. Whereas you will go with the another country's databases, there you will come up with certain scenarios before that period. Okay. So now where we are, that really we want to know. And if you will go with the contribution of our field, it is very important to have something technically improvement to be given by us, and that's why Atal or AICT is planning to have these sessions in the FDPs. Okay, this is what the particular motto, and that's why they are expecting that what are the participants are here, they may do that particular research work over here in the collaboration, or they may do that individually. And that's why they included 1 hour discussion for the research article, and on the final day 2 hours dedicated for whatever you learned from this FDP. That might be a session, that might be a hands-on session, whatever it is. From that, whatever you gained, that you will apply somewhere. That's why you people are here. No? So where you will be applying, what is your planning, and that is what you have to submit. Okay. So for writing summary, they have given some basic information, just like if you will do in a team. In that case, write down the team name, who are the team member, what is your exactly idea. Then, if you are going for the some research article reading, Okay, just like this is going on for the healthcare sector. So the articles which we have selected, that all are from the research domain, healthcare sector in blockchain technology. Okay, so similar to that one, you may prepare a summary of such articles, whatever is your area of interest for this particular one. Then you are going to write down what is exactly going on over there in that particular article. That is nothing but what we are saying it as a literature survey from that particular article. That you have to do. Means what is given, which methodology they use, and particularly which area it is focusing. That you are going to write down. Then applications of this principle practice in your function. Whichever your area of domain now, there is it really going to contribute or not, that you need to know. And that's why we are engaging these sessions. That if new trends are going on, that will be discussed by the experts over here. From that you will gain something. And that gain knowledge you need to be explore for your particular research work. Yeah. And then that particular you are going to be write down takeaways from your article also. This is what you need to prepare. Either you can prepare it individually or in a team. This is about the research summary, article summary. Is there any doubt about this article summary? Shall I proceed for the next one? Which document you people need to be prepared?
We need to create teams ourselves or what?
Either you prepare yourself or otherwise we need to provide you a list for that.
How many research articles are there?
We have given 4 over here. If you are interested, apart from that, you know. Then at the final day, we are expecting to have the reflective journal templates, where what we are exactly doing. There are some sessions are going on over here. From that particular session, some of the things are relevant about your research. That may be a basics, which are going to be used later on for your project development, or recent trends which will be in the discussion, or whatever you learned from the hands-on session. That all learning outcomes you need to be provided over there. Whatever you have learned, what is your learning outcome? That all the learning outcome is written over here 3. That may be more or 2, okay, or 1. So that you will be writing as per your understanding over here. Okay. Then whatever the key lessons or concept for implementation you are expecting to do, okay, that you will be writing again from whatever the sessions were engaged over there. And finally you have to write down, this is what my particular learning, this is what my particular area, what idea of implementation. Finally you need to write down implementation plan. That how I am going to complete this particular, whatever thought process is in my mind, that one. Okay. And this timeline you will be keeping over here for each session, for each lesson. Because if you are writing any article, there might be 2, 3, 4 objectives over there. So for achieving that particular objective, what you people do, you what you enlist over there and you check over there that is first objective achieved. If it is so, then you will move forward for the second one. So likely wise, just you have to specify that what are your planning areas, how you are going to be wind up that area, and then how you will be forwarding for the next one. And overall, from this FDP, what you gained, whatever was your idea for that, whatever the areas you decided to implement, and from that exactly what you have achieved, that all the point you need to be summarized over there. And this is we are expecting this activity you people should complete on Friday. Okay? Is there any doubt? So we are expecting you people should do it in soft copy and share it with us. If government is or if the AICD or ATAL is going to ask us, we will generate the document on the paper over there. Okay? And if required, you can provide over there a digital signature over there, and whatever you want to provide, watermark, whatever you are feeling, that you can provide over there. Okay? Just we want a soft copy of it. So this is about these 2 documents which you people need to be prepared. Okay? Now today's topic, which is about the discussion for the article, means what are the exactly areas we are focusing for creating or for writing any discussion. So this is what the first paper which we have, this is what the paper we have selected from the Egyptian Informatics Journal, recently published. Why we are going with the recent work? because that will give you up till now whatever the advancement has been carried out. So before starting for this particular discussion, and both are the Indian authors, especially I am telling you why both are the Indian authors, because whatever the contribution is going on from India, that we must be aware about it. Okay. Apart from that, do you know that what are the various plans of the government of India for this blockchain technology, where you can work later on? Okay. So right, yet not they have published any what we can say that there are schemes or launches for the blockchain technology in the healthcare sector, but rest of the sector they have started to implement. Okay. So ABHA, they have started just creation of central digital repository for the Indian what we can say that origin domain people for the healthcare sector, but yet not that shifted for the blockchain technology. But in India, the people have already started working upon it, and IIT Madras is working upon the same domain. They have so many projects, but yet not granted by the government of India for the same, but the people are developing the projects. Okay, so for this, just what is exactly the focus of this particular journal that I am going to discuss. So when we are saying about this particular research article discussion, up till now in 2 or 3 sessions, you might have heard about that blockchain technology provides tamper-proof data, secured data, immutable data. But is blockchain only relevant with these 4 words? Do you really think so? Any technology is only just going to discuss on these 4 fundamental aspects? No. Apart from that, there are so many hidden elements are again included. And if we are saying about that hidden included elements, then initially we will say about that if I am working in the domain of healthcare sector, then where definitely I am going to store my data. In nowadays, do we really going to, though in India traditional approach is going on, but after few days, if the ABHA card is going to be launched by the government of India permanently, in that case really paper pen based work will be there. Even government hospitals are not even providing any type of prescription to you people. They are just maintaining their copy at themselves. Now, this is what going on. So if this is what going to be happen, where the government is going to store data on cloud only, and from which devices, definitely they have a standard machines. Though we are saying that government is not providing a facility, but it is not going on actually. They have very standard equipments with them, and that all equipments are storing their data in the log format properly. So if it is what the condition, in that case, cloud and IoT healthcare domain is going to have so many issues as well as so many solutions also. So being technological person, we people need to know about what are the important aspects present and what are the limitations present, and with respect to those you people need to provide solutions. And that's why you people have to know about the recent work going on in the domain. Okay. So before proceeding for any of the work, what are the works or what are the fundamental elements are going on that domain, it must be aware about it. That's why initial term I have written over there, what is a general awareness about me for that particular topic. Otherwise I can't work upon that particular domain. Okay. Then what is exactly the role of blockchain in healthcare sector? If it is not required, then why I should use blockchain? Just trend is going on, that's why? No, it's not the condition. If it is really important, in that case we people need to be include blockchain. Then now this papers, whatever I am going to discuss, it is about Sharding concept, because as I earlier stated that only immutability, only tamper-proof data, only secured data, it's not the condition. Blockchain has so many its own challenges, and for that challenges we need to address out. And for addressing one of the issue, Sharding is the solution. Now what is exactly a cloud? Why I discussed about this particular one. In Indian context, it is just quite what we can say that lesser, but if we are going with the overall scenario, what will be the trend? 2023, it is 81.4. If we will assume by this end of the year, it will going to be expand up to 109. What it is going to be expand? Medical devices development as well as some of the software contribution, and apart from that, services are going to be provided to the people in the domain of blockchain in the medical sector. And who is contributing for the data? default sensors. That sensors may be a wearable devices, that may be equipments, that may be connected rest of the devices, which is finally going to contribute what? A data. On which domain? Cloud environment. If data is standalone, in that case it is not useful for us because it is not going to be fulfill a property of blockchain. It needs peer-to-peer networking. Okay. So for that, where we are going to be provide this data in the cloud environment. Apart from that, why we are expecting to have the development in the domain of blockchain? So if we are going to see about this same, whatever the development are going about the public domains, private sector and hybridization. So if we will analyze that, hybrid has quite lesser impact right now in the market, but private and public going hand in hand both. Okay, and that domain is again going with this particular trends. Till 2025, it is yet not developed. It's a growing phase now for the blockchain in the healthcare sector. So we need to know how will be the maturity period for this particular one. Once it is matured, in that case, do we have really a possibility having any type of contribution from our end? But if there is something going on, if it is started, in that case we can provide a solutions. And that is what the motto of government, and that is what the government is expecting from our end to provide certain solutions. So exactly this paper is about what? Sharding concept, optimization of sharding. So sharding is a just normal technique which is known to us, that partitioning of the, if we are assuming about the database management system, in that is partitioning of the data. And in this case, just what we are saying, sharding is a technique that partitions blockchain network into small. Means in this case, we have so many elements connected, so many nodes are connected in the network. What just we are doing? We are sharing it. We are preparing a partitions of it. And manageable subsets called as shards. How many shards you are preparing with respect to that blocks are going to be work over there. So each shard processes a portion of network transaction, improving scalability, reducing latency. So one of the major problem for the blockchain technology is latency issues. If we have decided to add any block, if you are